Hello and welcome to my new video. I hope you're all doing well. This video is a part of the collaboration for the Easter time 2024 with MiniScenesGB and lots of other artists. So please watch their videos as well and we'll have a lot of fun together. My idea is to make a bunny butt just like this one, 2 ears and a little nose with teeth, and I will make this out of air dry clay and design my my tumbler around those 2 or 3 pieces that I'm making. I'm going to speed up this part of the video because it took me a long time to make this bunny butt, the ears and the teeth, and but I try to explain as good as I can. So I put the butt on, like the big round thing, and then 2 ovals for the feet. And here I'm using my silicone paintbrush that it's not really for that purpose, but it works beautifully as you can see. And I'm just defining my edges and making everything a little bit smoother. That works really great in my opinion. So this is what the butt looks like so far, and The next thing I do is I make the little tail, and this is just the ball that I made in the according size, and I'm pressing it on there, and even if it's not sticking, you just have to wet the surfaces and then they will cling together again. And because the surface was drying out already, I just took the water, as I said, and put it on top and on the bottom, and then it stuck again. And as I did on the feet, I use my silicone brush just to define the edges and smoothing everything out. Now we're getting to the little paw prints that I showed in my sketch that I made before. And these are all really easy shapes, and this is not really hard to do. And this is what it looks like up to now. You have to really let the air dry clay dry really good before you seal it with epoxy. So I just left it about 2 or 3 days to dry. With my silicone brush, I put a little bit of a structure inside of that little tail, and I think this is it for that one. So, and as everything was dry, I took it off the tumbler and it went off smoothly, and as you can see, I think this is really going well. For the ears of my bunny, I made 2 of those weird looking shapes. And in my imagination, I figured that I let them ears hang down left and right of the ear of the egg, and this is what I think it would have looked like. with the silicone tool, again, I took it and made the outlines of the ear inside, and yeah, and I made it a little bit deeper than the rest of the ear. Yep, and these are the ears right now. So, and for the little nose and the mouth of that little bunny, I made three equal-sized little balls, and I put them in a triangular way together, and I shaped them all together in a triangular way because when you look at a rabbit from the front side, it is really triangular. And yeah, this is what I was trying to mimic. With the silicone tool again, I shaped their little nose and mouth, and I think this is a tool that really works well with air dry clay. So now the only thing that's left are the little teeth of the rabbit, and this is what I'm going to do now. So, and this is what it looks like now. The placement is not the real one, but it didn't matter at that point in time. After all the pieces were dry, these are the 4 pieces that I have. Yeah, those pieces are complete now, and we can go to the next step. I'm really slightly sanding the edges of those pieces just where they touch the cup, so they won't have no harsh edges, and because they will be showing when you yeah, glue it on. At the end, I painted my bunny pieces the way I wanted them to. You can do that different, but this is what they look like now. So we're getting to the tumbler now, and I painted it 2 times with this blue color. So it is an opaque background, and I will use some greens when this is dry because I wanted the whole thing look like a meadow. After the blue layer was dried, I took some really dark green and I dabbed it with that sponge piece onto my cup, only half of it, because I wanted it, well, the top part's supposed to be the sky and the bottom part's supposed to be the meadow, the grass. And yeah, and I took a lot of color on there. So I took another green again and I dabbed it on, and the first layer wasn't dry yet, and I took a chip brush, a rough one, and I yeah, painted it upwards, and this light green also, so those streaks made the whole thing look like it's grass. So far so good, so let it really dry. So, and because the rabbit can't just sit like that into the meadow, I wanted to make it look like it goes through an egg. So what I did is I took two pieces of double-sided adhesive tape, and I taped it onto my silicone mat. And I took a bigger circle and a small circle, and used that to make my so-called egg shape. And then I just drew with my hand, just like that, the shape of the egg. And I did the whole thing 2 times. So, and because it's Easter time, all the eggs are like really colorful and have designs on them. And this is what I was drawing, as you can see here. This should not be such a complicated design, because I don't want to draw or paint the egg. I want to paint it with glitter, and you'll see what I mean later. And this is what it looked like, and I did that 2 times. After the epoxy of my tumbler was cured, I took those pieces of double-sided adhesive tape and I cut the shape of the egg out, and then I put those onto the tumbler, one on the front and one on the back. If the position of the egg is not as you wanted it to, you can easily lift it back up and reposition it if you don't press down the whole piece of adhesive tape. So this is really forgiving, and I think, yeah, it's really easy. Yep, and this is what it looks like now. One in the front and one in the back. The next step is that I take my X-Acto knife and I cut out every line that I made on that egg. And yeah, really be careful, because those knives are really sharp, and when you cut yourself, this is no fun. And don't press down too hard, because we only wanted to cut the top layer of the paper so we can peel it off in pieces. And don't cut too deep, because the epoxy resin the layer is really thin. I already took the layer of those pieces off, and now I'm putting my yellow glitter on top of it, and I'm just just pouring it over. Then I'm taking my finger and rubbing onto the adhesive tape, just to adhere the glitter better than it would just be when you just put it on there and then get it back off. Now is the next part of this top piece. I take the paper off again, and then I take another color of glitter and I do the same thing. I'm just pouring it over it, rubbing it on, and then I take a rough chip brush and brush the rest of the glitter that I don't need off. I did that to the whole egg until I finished with all the colors that I wanted. It's always the same steps. Is you take the paper off, you put the glitter on, you just rub it onto the adhesive tape, then you just get the rest of the glitter off, and then you take your chip brush and brush the rest off. So this is what it looked like with the second color on, and as you can see, the lines are really crisp, and I really like that for this project. Both eggs are finished now, and what do you say? Don't you think it's gorgeous? I really love that technique because it leaves really defined lines, and you can paint with the glitter. For the next step, I take white acrylic paint, and I'm painting my flowers there. And I took the white color because I wanted the flowers to be really opaque, and that's why I used the white color first. And now I'm just painting my colors onto the white dots. And this is going to give me the flowers that I want in opaque. After the color of the flowers was dry, I just took ordinary craft glue, and I put it really in a thick layer on top of my piece that I want to be sticking onto the tumbler. This is the rabbit butt, as you can see here. And you don't need no really expensive glue or something like that. Ordinary like DIY glue for kids works just as fine. And to fix the thing that it won't go anywhere you don't want it to, I take this electrical tape and I put it on my shirt first so it won't stick as hell, just a little bit to keep my pieces in position, and then I let that dry. Of course, I will put the ears and the little mouth on top of the other side too. So it's been 24 hours and I am about to take my tape off. Sadly, the tape took a little bit of the color off of the butt of the bunny, but not really as much as I have to be concerned about as far as it's not, as far as I don't have to paint it all over again. So I think this went really well, and I'm really satisfied with the result. So this is what it looks like now, and I think it's really cute. So what do you think? I think it's really cute. So the flowers, they need some leaves and stuff like that. And so I took a black marker and painted my flowers onto those colorful dots. And you don't have to do the same flower all over the place. When you go on a meadow, the flowers all look different. So you can use the same spots for different, for different kind of flowers. And I used the gold and the silver marker as well, just to make some, pieces pop off the flowers. Just to show you, this yellow dot looks, when I'm finished, much different than the other flowers. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment. It's always nice hearing from you. And I want to say thank you for watching this video, and I really appreciate it. So my tumbler looks like that now, and I think this is really sweet. The only thing left to do is 2 layers of epoxy resin, and when you have 3D parts on your tumbler, you just have to make sure, like really sure, that you cover everything with resin, the 3D parts as well. So, and here she is. What do you think? I think this came out really, really sweet. I had a lot of fun with this project. I hope you had some fun too watching me do that. And I hope I see you in my next video again. And until then, bye bye.